What's going on, y'all? It's the Wavy One here, and in this video we're going to talk about what is legalese, because there's some people out there who think that it's all just some, sovereign citizen conspiracy theorist bullshit, and I'm here to tell you it's not. And if those people had the capability of doing like 20 seconds worth of research, or if they weren't agents, trying to detract from what we're bringing to light. But anyway, let me get into it. Because, see, literally, you can just type this into YouTube and, now you get all this law stuff and, legalese, what you need to know before starting law school. And, of course, before they did the little purge, right before 2020, we all know what happened then. But yeah, before the purge, you'd get videos more like, where are they at? It was literally here. Yeah, these sovereign citizens in law enforcement and, court fails and stuff like this. This is most of what you would get. And I was looking for this one video that I saw with this dude. He was like a police chief or something like that. And he was saying how, when he stops people, they have all this like magic, sovereign citizen language. And it's like, I made a video about it before on my old channel, but since I got this new channel, it was time to redo this video and many others. But look here, legalese, what's also known as legal English. Don't take my word for it. Let's go to some of the top dictionaries in the world, right? Merriam-Webster. What do they say legalese is? The specialized language of the legal profession, right? Then, yeah, let me get some of these loaded up because they're taking a little bit. But Cambridge Dictionary right here. You've got the language used by lawyers and in legal documents that is difficult for ordinary people to understand. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit because they like to bring this up. Like a couple of these bring this up. Difficult for ordinary people to understand. And I'm going to get into that in just a second. But then what do we have? The Britannica, right? Legalese, the language used by lawyers that is difficult for most people to understand. Loyal jargon. And then we've got a law school, one of the most renowned law schools in the country, I would say, Cornell. But yeah, what do they say legalese is? Legalese informally refers to specialized terminology and phrasing used by those in the legal field and within legal documents. Legalese is notoriously difficult for people to understand. And the reason why it's difficult for people to understand is because think of legalese like a twin to English. So they look the same, they sound the same, but they have slightly different likes and desires and dreams, all that stuff. So it's close, but it's different. And then we've got a little history on it. Black's Law Dictionary, the most popular, I would say, legal dictionary in this country, possibly the world even. Created by Henry Campbell Black way back in the day. And then what I would think to be the second most popular is Bouvier's Law Dictionary, which was created by John Bouvier. And here's a picture of a Black's Law Dictionary. Definitely, if you want to get one of these, I would always recommend getting a hard copy because with each edition, this is a picture of the fourth edition, but with each edition, and I think they're up to 11 right now, they keep changing it, I guess modernizing it with each new edition, but some definitions are different with every book. So, just check out different editions, 4th edition, 6th, 1st, if you can get your hand on it, 5th, 10th, 9th, whatever, and just see how they change the definitions in those books. And then this is what a Bouvier's looks like. But I wanted to go over a couple definitions. One of the most important, especially for people in this day and age, is the definition of money, right? Money. In usual and ordinary acceptance, it means gold, silver, or paper money used as circulating medium of exchange, and does not embrace notes, bonds, evidences of debt, or other personal or real estate. Now, the one thing that I really want to point out, two things really, gold and silver, right? Or paper money. So this is real money. Gold, silver, or paper money. A piece of paper that you can take to a bank, and in exchange for that piece of paper, they will give you gold or silver for it. Because gold and silver is true money. Resources, that's money. Not these notes, not these promissory notes, evidences of debt that we are walking around with nowadays, known as the US dollar, also known to everyone in the know as fiat currency. Our money's not backed by a goddamn thing, right? Back in the day it used to be, but not anymore. And we are literally walking around with promissory notes, which is a promise to pay, but there's no gold. And apparently the government ran out of that a long time ago. So, yeah. This country's bankrupt. I mean, we already know that. $30 trillion in debt. There's a fly in here that is really fucking with me right now while I'm trying to record this video. That's fun. Some more definitions that I think are beneficial to go over. All right, legal terminology. Artificial person. An artificial person is also known as a juridical person. It has a legal name and has certain rights, protections, privileges, responsibilities, and liabilities in law, similar to those of a natural person. Realize this, there's a difference, a big difference between an artificial person and a natural person. Okay? I'm not going to go over all of the different definitions in this video, so definitely do some research. I'll leave some links down in the description below where you can go and look these words up yourself. Also, you can download your own Black's Law dictionary. It's PDF, over almost 2,000 pages, right? This one is the revised 4th edition. So I'll put the link for that. If you can find any other ones, then you can download those. Just realize it is a dictionary, and it's a legal dictionary. So, yeah, it's going to be over 1,000 pages every time, but the file size isn't big, so you should be fine. Anyway, continuing. In other words, an artificial person is a non-human legal entity that is not a single natural person, but an organization recognized by law as a fictitious person. Okay, so really all of those words you can use to explain each other, really. An artificial person is the same as an entity is the same as a fictitious person, and none of those are natural persons. Okay. In the United States, an artificial person usually refers to an entity, to any entities established under the law of the U.S., any foreign country or a state, province, territory, possession, commonwealth, or dependency of the United States or any foreign country, and as to which the government, state, province, territory, possession, commonwealth, or dependency must maintain a record showing the entity to have been established, birth certificate, specifically in a business sense. An artificial person is any form of business association and any other non-governmental legal organization, including a profitable or non-profitable corporation, partnership, limited liability company, association, trust, or unincorporated organization. So, as you can see here, all of these are technically classified as an artificial person or a fictitious entity. And then entity. An entity refers to a person or organization possessing separate and distinct legal rights, such as an individual, partnership, or corporation. Right? An entity can, among other things, own property, engage in business, enter into contracts, pay taxes, sue, and be sued. Right? So all that is very, very important stuff. Definitely, as I make more videos and we dive deeper into this, you'll see why. Of course, you know, if you do your own research in the meantime, then you'll begin to creep further and further into the rabbit hole that is sovereignty and freedom and all this stuff here that they call us conspiracy theorists and crazy and all this stuff for. Now, we got some more definitions. Driver, one employed in conducting a coach, carriage, wagon, or other vehicle with horses, mules, or other animals, or a bicycle. That's new. That wasn't there a couple years ago. Bicycle, tricycle, or motor car, though not a street railroad car. And the big takeaway from this one is the word right here, employed. One that is employed in conducting. So if you're not if you're not getting paid to move around goods or services from one place to another, then technically, legally speaking, you are not a driver. So why do they make you have a driver's license? These are things to think about and consider. All right? And I thought it was interesting how I saw this right here. There was a movie that came out in '98 called Legalese. And it's funny because pretty much the summary of the movie is when a sexy actress is charged with murder, a charming celebrity lawyer uses trickery to defend her against the press as well as the prosecution. Trickery. Putting the truth out there in plain sight in an entertaining format, right? But that's what these people do, right? So that you're thrown off, you're not focused on, you know, what you need to be focused on. And that's just the game they play, but with knowledge is power. And I think there was one more definition. I guess not. I lost it. So, anyway, that's the video, folks. So, definitely go ahead, down in the description below, download you a Black's Law dictionary, okay? If you learn anything new in this video, definitely think about giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a comment, you know, if there's anything that you want to know. I mean, I'm going to be making a ton of videos about this stuff, showing people the truth, right, about what's actually going on, teaching people how to stand in their sovereignty, because we're all already sovereign. This is a free country. There are no kings or queens here. No one person is better than another. Doesn't matter if you're rich or a politician or, you know, one of these people out here on Skid Row, you know, homeless, right? No one's better than anyone else. We're all free. We're all meant to bask in the abundance of our freedom and everything that this world has to offer. But there's a special group of people out there who think they're better than you and they have the ability to rule over you. And to be honest, if you don't know that they exist, then how are you going to defend yourself? If you don't even know that when you read a contract, whether it's a cell phone contract or for a car, if you're buying a house, or if you're buying anything and there's a contract, okay, they are using legalese. And just because you read it and you think you understand it, most likely you have no idea what it's actually saying. So definitely look into this, check the description below, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.